really bad. And he says, you're going to be sent over to North Island.
Your whole squad?
No.
Oh.
Just me.
Oh.
One person.
So when you finished boot camp...
I went directly to San Diego's north. I just moved across the bay.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh. But they told you at the time, you're a mechanic, you're going over there.
Well, they didn't say till I got through boot camp.
Yeah, okay.
Where I was going to go.
But once you got through, then they said, okay,
yeah,
that's where you're headed.
That's
and
right.
the other guys all went to steering the boats.
An awful lot of them did, yeah. I don't know where they all went, of course.
Yeah.
But anyway...
they became boat drivers or,
But we were only there in North Island for, oh gosh, it was a very short time. Mm-hmm. And we shipped out.
Oh, really?
And went over to Peleliu, Peleliu Island.
Yeah. And that's where you really learned? You were a apprentice then, basically?
Well, I was a mechanic.
Oh, were you? Oh, so you were a full-fledged mechanic.
I knew a hell of a lot more than most of them did.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because I had been through training, you know.
Oh, with Spokane and everything else.
Well, with Spokane and also in school.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We tore the P-38 apart,
Sure.
put it back together, and we had an big old bomber, and we tore stuff apart on it, put it back together.
Right.
And so it was a good experience, really.
Yeah.
It fit in. And so...
so you were ready to roll, so they send you off to... Now, how did they send you?
Our whole squadron.
Did they send you on an aircraft carrier, or what were you on?
No, they sent all of the ground personnel on a freighter or tanker or whatever it was
that
we went on.
Yeah.
And the squadron, the planes, they put those on a carrier.
A small carrier?
Yeah. So the pilots, they landed on the carrier and they went along with the ship.
Okay.
Their airplanes on the carrier.
But they were all you were all headed to Peleliu.
Yeah, Peleliu.
Okay.
And then they flew off the carrier.
Onto the land?
Or did they? Some of those. No, some of those they unloaded them.
Did they actually crane them off?
They craned them off. Because we had like a B-26.
Whoa.
And they'd never flown those off of carriers.
They actually they landed it on there, though.
I'm not sure where they did.
I bet they craned that on.
I bet they did too.
I don't see.
See, I never saw them.
Yeah.
Because we were gone.
Yeah, they didn't have arresting hooks or any of that kind of stuff.
No. Oh, no. Nothing. So.
So you got there. They unloaded everything.
Yep.
And when you got there, they had and it was all. Was that Japanese? Did the Japanese taken that island before?
They might have. You know, I'm not sure, but it's a very small island. I mean, there is absolutely no room for any Japanese on it.
Oh, really?
On that island.
And there was one airstrip?
Yes, one airstrip. And there was an Aussie squadron there and our squadron. And so we both operated out of that field.
Right.
It was not too far from New Guinea.
Yeah, right.
And anyway, all our squadron did is went out and pulled tow targets.
Yeah.
And they did that with...
so you were practicing. They were all practicing.
They were practicing shooting at the tow targets.
And then after they got good enough, they'd send them off to go...
Well, it was the fleet that was practicing.
Okay.
And then we'd go... then they moved the squadron to Samar in the Philippines from there.
Wow, that was quite a hop.
They moved on a Australian freighter, and we had lots of tea. Barrels of tea.
Did you have lots of lamb?
Lots of tea.
Yeah, I'm sure we had lamb.
Yeah, I bet.
But I definitely remember tea was all the time.
So you must have gone up to like the Solomons and up that way up to get into...
Yeah, get into Samar.
Yeah.
And, but, you know, they were working their way
pushing them
all the time. And so there was still Japanese in that area, but Samar is a pretty good sized island.
Yeah, I think Ben has been there. I think isn't that part of Malaysia, Indonesia?
Well, it's part of the Philippines.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's one of the ones that's further south.
Yeah.
From
you're
Manila.
getting right in. Yeah.
And so anyway, we were stationed there, and we were still tow targeting, and that was the main thing. And then we moved from there up to Guam.
Okay. Once they took Guam.
Yeah, and yeah, we were in Guam with a Marine squadron,
Right.
and then they shot. Japanese come in and shot a bunch of the Marines that were right next to where we were
Really?
in the shower.
Whoa.
Yeah.
While you were there.
They come down on the hill
Whoa.
and shot the hell out of things.
Ooh.
And
They came out of their holes, huh?
yeah.
Mm.
Well, they didn't know that it was over for them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Was the war over at that time?
no, the war.
They didn't drop the bomb yet, had they?
Let's see. When was the war over?
They dropped the bomb. I thought you said they dropped the bomb when you were in the Philippines. No.
When was it?
That would have
Was it in
been.
the Philippines?
What was that? Was that 44? They dropped the bomb?
I'm not sure now. Just where I was when they dropped the bomb.
Where were you when they had VJ Day? You must have known where you were when they
See,
had VJ.
we were probably it was probably Guam.
In Guam? Yeah.
Guam or Samar, I'm not sure.
Mhm,
I don't remember now.
Yeah.
You didn't keep that
Right.
track of
So
where-
anyway, you had VJ Day, and so the war was over. But the Japanese didn't know. So
No, I mean, you
yeah.
know,
Well, yeah.
they just
No
come down.
communication. Yeah.
But that's where I lost a good friend.
Oh, really? He got
I
shot
think
up in
I
that.
told you
Yeah.
about that. The guy that
He was in the shower.
no.
Oh.
That was the Marines. But
Oh.
we had our airplanes parked down here,
Mhm.
and this is kind of a hilly area.
Mhm.
No, well, just a pretty steep hill.
Mhm.
And this, remember the old, not the C-47, but the C-46, kind of a,
Twin engine.
yeah,
Yeah. Uh huh.
big kind of a belly
The Douglas.
airplane.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Douglas.
Oh, was it?
Anyway,
Yeah.
that big airplane come rolling down, and he had no brakes.
Oh, yeah.
And I was
remember that.
sitting here in an SB2C,